Here is a list of equipment needed for a full O-ring replacement. We recommend purchasing genuine Tackwise parts to avoid tool malfunction. Always ensure you take the necessary safety precautions before starting. We recommend wearing safety goggles, gloves, and facing the tool away from your face at all times. Always disconnect the tool from the airline and make sure all fasteners have been removed before making any repairs. Remove the top cap by loosening the 4 Allen bolts with your Allen key. Store safely in a dish to the side of your workspace. Remove the head valve, compression spring, and seal from the top cap. Use the hook or chosen tool to carefully remove the O-rings on the head valve one at a time. Match with the correct size and replace, ensuring each new O-ring is correctly placed into position. Reassemble the seal and lightly oil. Reassemble the compression spring and head valve into the top cap. Remove the press ring, cylinder, driver unit, cylinder spacer and bumper. Remove the gasket. Carefully remove the O-rings on the cylinder and cylinder spacer one at a time. Match with the correct size and carefully replace. Lightly oil. Replace the driver unit with the new one. Assemble the O-rings, if needed, and lightly oil. Guide into the cylinder. Reassemble the bumper after carefully inspecting for wear and tear. If you see any signs of damage, such as tears or cracks, replace the bumper, as this may cause the tool to malfunction. Reassemble the cylinder spacer. Store these items safely to the side of your workspace. Use your punch and hammer to gently knock out the 2 spring pins that hold the trigger unit in place. Remove the trigger unit and spring. Store these safely in a dish to the side of your workspace. Remove the 2 pins closest to the handle to release the complete trigger valve. You'll need to go in through the top of the tool, as demonstrated, to carefully push the complete trigger valve down. This will release where the trigger usually sits. Dismantle the complete trigger valve by removing the 2 spring pins. Lay the plunger cap, valve plunger, trigger valve head, spring, plunger, and cover plunger on your workspace. Remove and replace the O-rings on the cover plunger, plunger cap, and valve plunger. Reassemble by placing the spring into the plunger cap, followed by the valve plunger, and trigger valve head. Click into position, ensuring the grooves are lined up with the pinholes. Reassemble the 2 pins. Reassemble the plunger cap. Reassemble the complete trigger valve into the tool, ensuring the grooves line up with the spring pin holes. Use your hammer to gently knock the 2 spring pins into position, ensuring the shortest spring pin is inserted into the hole closest to the handle. Reassemble the trigger and spring. Followed by the 2 spring pins. Carefully knock into position using your hammer. Guide the cylinder and connected parts back into the main body of the tool. Reassemble the press ring, ensuring the smooth side is facing upwards. Reassemble the gasket and top cap. Fasten the 4 Allen bolts with the Allen key. Use your 5mm Allen key to remove the 2 hexagon bolts from the base plate and 2 bolts on the driver guide cover A. Store the bolts safely in a dish to the side of your workspace. Remove the driver guide cover A. Use your spanner to remove the bolt at the back of the tool, which holds the magazine in place. Remove the screw under the driver guide and store safely to the side of your workspace. Remove the fixed pin and pusher from the magazine. Remove and replace the pusher spring, using a tool of your choice to carefully slide it into position. Take care here. Reassemble the pusher onto the magazine. Reassemble the fixed pin while carefully pushing the magazine back into position. Reassemble the screw under the driver guide. Reassemble driver guide cover A and fasten with the 2 bolts. Reassemble the 2 hexagon bolts on the base plate. Test the pusher and pusher spring to ensure it's working correctly. Reassemble the back bolt to secure the magazine. We recommend testing the tool before use to ensure the trigger mechanism works in accordance with the manual.